Let's talk about a few different things, all right? Florida State, the way that they put their offensive plan together, I thought it was a thing of beauty. They mixed formations. I thought they did a really good job of balancing run-pass. They made it really tough on LSU. It was really almost as if LSU never really had a good feel for what they were trying to bring at them. And I thought for the most part, man, if you look at how Jordan Travis has progressed, he is a different guy, man. So much better this year than he was last year, really at any point. And you start to see him becoming a little bit more predictable with how he places the football. Really, really impressive performance. I think the receivers were excellent. But the offensive line held up pretty good against an outstanding defensive line for LSU. So I thought it was a great performance from Florida State's offense. Defensively for Florida State. By the way, back to the offense in just a minute. And all the mind-numbing plays that I've seen this weekend, never do a pitch on the goal line. Like, if there's one thing that we all learn in this program, all right, I hope we do this program for 30 years. I really believe that. I want to. But if you hear nothing from our first show to our last show, hear this. Never pitch the ball on the goal line. Only bad things can happen. There's nothing positive. Worst case scenario, you hand it off, you get stuffed in the backfield, you kick a field goal, you win the game by 10, all right? I actually thought that there was a lot of reason to actually let them score because it was inevitable. They were going to be up 2 scores either way. So I thought there was at least a little bit of a thought for that. But LSU got life because Florida State gave it to them. And they made the most of it. They went right down the field. I thought they did a really good job of attacking the perimeter, attacking the out routes, getting the ball to the sideline and stopping the clock when they only had a couple timeouts. So all things considered, excellent performance top to bottom from Florida State. Let's talk about the mistakes. LSU made a million of them. And Florida State didn't capitalize on all of them, but they did capitalize on several. Can't drop punts. That's to be expected. Can't get field goals blocked. And it wasn't the kicker's fault. The ops time was fine. The protection on the left side was actually terrible. And we talked to Brian Polian leading up to the game. He said, man, I just want to disappear this week. No mistakes, no nothing. Well, the third phase of the game cost LSU the game in a lot of ways. Jaden Daniels, I thought, did some nice things. Still a little erratic in the pocket, still a little bit erratic as a thrower. But for all intents and purposes, he was the best thing they had going for him tonight offensively. The offensive line did not look like they were a cohesive group whatsoever. I didn't think they ran the ball great. But the broken plays and the scramble plays that Jaden Daniels made, those were a big reason why LSU was in the game to begin with. So I thought he played pretty well. The receivers did not play as advertised. Those guys need to be better next week because that's a great group, and they didn't play like it tonight. Defensively, I hate that Mason Smith was lost early in the game. Hopefully he's okay. Say a prayer for him if you could. I don't know what it was, but a non-contact knee injury, it didn't look good the way it kind of tweaked there as he was jumping up in celebration there early in the first quarter. So let's sum it up by saying this. It was a great performance by the Seminoles. It was a sloppy performance by LSU. Both teams, I think, can still do a lot of good things this year, but both teams need to get a lot better in a hurry because both made way too many mistakes tonight, but it's to be expected. It's week 1, and it was a remarkably good game and a perfect way to cap off a Sunday of college football.